Damian Lillard. I know Boston's a good fit, and the Knicks and the Nets, and he already said that, well, who is it? He wants to play for the Nets, and who else? Miami. He's not going to Miami, okay, because Miami is in cap hell, and they just gave Tyler Hero $100 and some odd million contract, and he is going to be there for a while. They're going to lose some of their pieces. They might lose Caleb Martin in the offseason because they might not be able to afford him. Jimmy Butler is making a lot of money. Their Bam Adebayo just got paid, 2 years ago for $190 million. I don't think they have the money to get Damian Lillard unless they trade away Jimmy. And is it an even swap? I think Damian Lillard has not produced in the playoffs. Whenever he made in the playoffs, he didn't do enough to move on with his team. He's had some talented teams with CJ McCollum and
Aldridge.
Yes, Aldridge and Nurkic and all these other guys. He's had good players, but he couldn't get over the hump. And now he wants to come to the Nets. Why would he want to go to the Nets? And I know Brett's trying to pump up the Nets because I'm sure he just can't stand the Knicks. But even if he went to the Nets, what are they, a top 4, top 5 team? They only were a top 4, top 5 team this year is because they had 2 superstars on a team. Damian Lillard is not enough to jump a lot of these teams that are getting better. They're not going to be better than Philadelphia. They're not going to be better than the Knicks. Because they don't have enough depth.
And they're still going to have to trade a lot of draft picks.
The Celtics, I mean, the Celtics are much better than they are. Milwaukee is much better than they are. And Milwaukee has got a lot of decisions to make. Damian Lillard is getting up there in age. And Portland is not going to move him unless they get a significant amount of, I really believe, draft stock from him. I'm talking about 4 first-round draft picks. And you're going to have to give a starter up. He keeps talking about Mikal Bridges. If he gets traded to the Nets, what do you think Portland's going to want? Mikal Bridges. He is the best player right now, in my eyes, on the Nets. Who are they going to trade? Now, they could trade some of those picks that they got from Phoenix, because that might be interesting to Portland. But Portland has a bunch of, first-round draft picks that they've built up and stocked up too over the last couple of years with the McCollum deal and all the different things that they've made. Where does Damian Lillard fit? Now, Jeff is right. He could be traded to Boston, but are you willing to trade Jaylen Brown? Okay? And that's what you're going to have to give up. Jaylen Brown. Because their first-round draft picks are going to be late first-round draft picks. Those are really second-round draft picks. Boston's too good. So they're going to have to give up one of their top 2 guys. That's what they're going to want. Portland's going to want a piece that they can build around. And being that Lillard is making about $60 million a year, he's the highest paid player in the NBA. I think next year he's making 45 or 48.
Yeah, because most of his money came off this year.
You're looking at, you trade for the Nets, Mikal Bridges. If you trade with a team like Miami, you're probably looking at Jimmy Butler and maybe a Tyler Hero. I do see Lillard being traded, but I don't see to either one of those teams. When you look at the position that Portland is in, they're not going to win with Damian Lillard, and they extended him that contract just to make him happy. I don't believe they thought they were going to keep him there for the 2 years of the contract that they signed him to. I think they were just making him happy, and they plan to move him the year after. The question is, who is willing to give up a significant mother load for a guy like Damian Lillard? And how many years do you think you have Damian Lillard for? Maybe 2 at the top of his game. So you need to be a win-now team. The Nets are not a win-now team. The Miami Heat are a win-now team, but if they have to move Tyler Hero and maybe Jimmy Butler or maybe 2 other pieces, are they a win-now team anymore? Probably not. How about the Lakers?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis. You can move on from Anthony Davis. You trade him, straight up, or maybe a couple other pieces. The Lakers trade Anthony Davis and maybe Reed and somebody else for Lillard and maybe 2 other pieces over there from Portland, and maybe give LeBron James at least another chance for another run with Damian Lillard. I mean, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I could see the Lakers doing that. Another team, I don't see any of these young teams that are willing to give up a stock of youngsters or a stock of picks to bring him in. It's a win-now team. Right. Everybody keeps talking about the Knicks. I would never trade Jalen Brunson now for him. I would never do it. Even bringing up Jalen Brunson's name in the same conversation, Damian Lillard, is he better than Jalen Brunson? Yes, he is. Yes. But is he that much better than Jalen Brunson now? I don't think so.